Hello and welcome back to more Prison Architect. I'm Stranky and let's get cracking. So, just sort of a notice that this is post what do you want to say? Post commentary. Yeah, I'm doing this after the fact. I actually sped up the video and I'm doing the commentary afterwards because I had a lot of things to sort out with this prison, and I thought I could concentrate more on the actual game and doing what I needed to do, by not speaking while I'm doing it, because I do think a lot about what I need to say and I get stuck on words and anyway, yeah. So I've added more solitary cells, and I found a photo here, which was nice, because I was still having a problem with the solitary, which was causing a whole knock-on effect and causing people not to get fed, people not to get healed, and we're going to get to that soon because I've had more deaths. If you can see in the corner, I've had more deaths. Yeah, so I have a number of people waiting for solitary, and I did a whole bunch of solitary rooms and they weren't being used, and I was trying to find out exactly what it was that was causing all this problem. So I was trying to think what else can be causing it. Can it be lack of rooms? And I noticed that some of the red guys, well, the maroon, the Supermax, although they were in lockdown, they were still listed as not having a canteen and not being fed, which is obviously bad. So I decided, okay, let's make them a canteen and a kitchen. It might not be the best idea, but we can always remove it later, see if that works. Now, what I did notice here, because of the lag in the game, that's one reason I sped it up as well. The game has got tremendously slow. I've added a bunch of guards to try and sort out the problem with the solitary, and as you can see, I've got 50 odd guards free and no one taking anyone to solitary. I mean, if those 50 guards were to suddenly say, okay, let's take them to solitary, well, we'd soon get through all that solitary, but no, they're not doing that, and it's a bit of a problem. So yeah, so with the lag, I didn't notice when I was doing the canteen. I actually did benches instead of tables because it didn't register when I chose a table, but soon I'm going to notice that after they put one down, I think, which is obviously the first one they put down, and I'll have to correct that. Now, if you can see, there's some tunnels being discovered, and I say, so that I'm going to run what do they call it? Shakedown. Getting stuck with the words again. So soon I'm going to run a shakedown, even though we have all those to-dos, putting people in solitaries not being done. But when you got 50 odd free guards, why not do a shakedown? So, okay, this is where they thought there was the tunnel, near the yard, but it's not the best place for them to break out from. So this is, I've done the shakedown. Things are getting found. At least things are getting found. At some point I think I cancel the shakedown because, I mean, the heat is way up and just we're not getting things done. So and again, we've got a lot of people stuck in the registration room, so that I'm gonna have to look into as well. I won't look into that in this episode though. Yeah, spoiler alert. Yeah, I'm gonna just get ahead of myself with all this commentary. So yeah. Now, right now what I'm doing is I'm looking around to see who's in which solitary cell and if people are getting punished as they are. I'm still trying to work out why no one's going into solitary. because they need to go into solitary. Yeah, so on a different topic, now I started looking at the different utilities, and I started passing some electrics. We had all those workmen in that room doing nothing, so although the guards aren't doing their jobs, the workmen can be doing their jobs. So yeah, I started passing some wires. We had a tunnel, part of the shakedown, so I set that to be repaired as well. And I should soon be doing a new power station, which I couldn't get a whole power station down. Here it is. And it was giving me some red unable to build bits, so I couldn't do a full amount of capacitors, but it should be enough for the kitchen that we need to do, because I didn't want to overload the current capacitor because of fires. And then I'll pass the wire accordingly around the perimeter. So here's where I'm trying to find a nice place to put it, and now I go all the way down and then up into the kitchen. So north and south, I don't know what to call this one now. South is kind of south central now, and then we had another south, and now we've got even more sort of southeast. And now I'm doing the water for the taps for the sinks. And that reminded me to put the sprinkler in, which I can't find right now. And I go on objects, and it's nowhere to be found, so I ended up writing a sprinkler, and I decided to check the other kitchens just to make sure I did have sprinklers in them, because you don't want any fires breaking out, do you? So that got that sorted. I piped it up as well, and yeah, then I saw some flashing. I'm pointing at the screen. I saw some flashing lights. Now we've got a bunch of people stuck here in the reception as well. I think I mentioned it before. So this is something I haven't actually dealt with in this episode. Now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm doing this commentary, so I have to remember to look into it next time I'm recording. I don't know if I'll do another post commentary or if I'm gonna do it live like I usually do it. It's a bit weird doing post commentary, but obviously the game can run a bit faster, especially under current circumstances where things are not exactly working as they should be, and it wouldn't be such a interesting episode was I doing it live. So yeah, fixing up any bits I'm noticing along the way, which is one thing that's good when you're not doing it live. Now this kitchen, I don't think I'm going to do any jobs in it, because these are all the dangerous people. So I think better just have cooks, just cooks. Even if I have to hire a few more cooks, it's not a problem. We'll hire a few more cooks. We've got money to burn. I mean, the prison is worth less than worthless, but we've got daily profit, doing very well, so that's not a problem. And yeah, then here I'm sort of working out why this canteen, I'm in the micromanagement part of the logistics. I'm working out why this canteen is serving other areas of the prison, which you shouldn't be doing. And now it auto-saved. Yeah, so I removed that so that it's only serving those two, but I need to set it for the middle block as well, because that wasn't set as cells, which I had noticed now. Well, not now, when I'm recording, not now, and I'm doing the thingy. And I've made a cut here in the video because I was just messing around a lot with things which aren't really interesting. So here we're looking at the laundry. Okay, so I saw that some prisoners had clothing needs, so I decided to set up a laundry as well. Because what I'd done was I started going around looking at prisoners and seeing what they actually need. See if it's any needs which are causing any slowdown or other needs that can be addressed, so as to not have them kick off as much. Obviously, if you can see, the heat is actually going down a bit at this point in time. Not much, but a bit. So that's something. But yeah, clothing was a need, and so I decided to set up a laundry. Obviously the Supermax guys are not going to work in this laundry, but we'll get some other guys. And obviously all these empty solitary cells and no one going into them. And I have somewhere, where is it, 180 odd awaiting. It was fluctuating around 175, and now it's fluctuating just below 190, which means another 10 are awaiting solitary, with one person in solitary. It's like I don't know, it's weird. So yeah, so the food need is causing a problem for the max guys, so we're sorting that out with the canteen. And the laundry is causing a bit of a problem. There's that one guy in solitary and he's shouting about something, and we've had a death, and I'm pointing at the screen again. And I think soon we're going to lose a guard. But I mean, when you got 80 odd guards free, they should be doing their jobs. Now, I'm actually going to, I don't know if I can click off and this will keep recording. Let's have a look. Yes, it is recording. Because I've been in Reddit. Where are my messages? I've been in Reddit. I've been talking to Spartian7 or Sparty on 7. Well, thanks for all your help. I'm really appreciating it. If you're watching this, yeah. He's been trying to help me with this problem. We were thinking it is not enough extra guards, but they're fluctuating above. He says we need around 30 to 40 extra guards. So it's obviously some other kind of glitch. So yeah, but he's being very helpful. I really appreciate his help with this. So yeah, here's a shout out to you. Thanks a lot for your help. And yeah, and I appreciate it. So yeah, I thought I'd give you a shout out. So if you want to follow the thread is actually prisoners not sleeping in dorms. And we've kind of gone off a bit off topic, but it's similar because prisoners aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. But it could be the similar thing, because if they've got their handcuffs on, if they're in a dorm or in a cell or whatnot, they're not going to do what they have to do. And the solitary is the problem. Now my problem gets a bit further. That what I'm actually doing now is that I'm grabbing people. Adam Wilson, which I noticed he has like 50 years, so I decided to make him max sack. And I'm going to manually punish them to see if they're going to get a punishment. There was another autosave. That's the advantage of me running at faster speed. We get through things much quicker. We get about 3 episodes worth of footage done in 1 episode. And it'll probably be a bit more coherent as well, because while I'm fumbling around now, look, I'm looking at these people all that's stuck in the infirmary, and I'm giving them some punishments as well, and nothing's happening, and they're injured, and the doctors won't heal them, and a guard comes in, and he does nothing about it. Someone brings a a prisoner in and the doctor heals that one straight away, but other doctors are refusing to heal. Even if I put them right next to the person, they're refusing to heal them. So something is obviously quite wrong. And I'm looking around and I'll say, okay, let's assign this guy to go into the dormitory. Let's see if he gets reassigned. Yeah, just to maybe like kick off something. Not kick off like a riot, kick off something like get his list of needs handled by adding something to the list. But again, that didn't seem to work, and I tried to bring a doctor here because I got another guy injured hanging around in the road, and that didn't seem to work either. In the road, he just sort of like walked straight past him. And now we've got some guys in solitary. Over here we've got 4 or 5. So they're doing their time, but their time is up. So I'm opening the doors for them and the guards aren't getting them out. But some are getting there. Look, this bit of solitary's got filled up, so some have been punished, but they haven't been punished properly. So I think it's around about here I have the revelation, and I'll look for him when it happens. Okay, yeah, we got a fire, which was good that we had the sprinklers, because they kind of keep it at bay for when the fire brigade arrives. In fact, look, it's already putting out some of it there. I mean, we've got some damage and it's spreading it to the other room, which gives me the idea that you might want to put sprinklers in adjacent rooms to kitchens as well. It might help. In fact, I go and put a sprinkler there now, which our workmen will fit once everything's safe. So yeah, a little bit of a side mission off of what we were doing to fix everything up, but yeah, now we get a wall built, dismiss those guys, and I don't know why it has the healing thing, no idea. But yeah, so our workmen are busy fixing up everything, so that will all be fixed in no time at all, and that will all work nicely. So where is it? Somewhere around now. It was, yeah, there's Keevil, and he doesn't want to get healed, and he's starving, and yeah, he's rife for kicking off, really. I mean, if he wasn't in handcuffs, he'd be kicking off right now. You know, so he's either going to die, or he's going to instigate someone nearby to kick off, or, you know, and the guy near him is... So now I'm going to look. Okay, so now what I do is, yeah, I decide, like, okay, let's remove some of the solitaries that we have, because solitary obviously isn't working as it should be. So where I don't think it's necessary, removing it completely, and I've reduced it on some others, and I've removed some lockdowns as well, like for luxuries and whatnot, going a bit kinder on them, but there's obviously something not working somewhere. Now around about now I think I start looking at the list of the guards, of what they're doing. So we've got 100 odd, I've added 20 more guards, we've got 100 guards free. Now I'm looking at the list of the to-dos to see where the list is for these 180 people to be taken to solitary, and it's not there. There's a few of them, but it's not 180 of them. There's a lot of feed prisoners. Those are obviously these guys getting fed and fighting. And look, he has a to-do, and he doesn't. So I'm going to manually add him there, and then the to-do is there. So this is what I start doing. I start manually grabbing these guys that don't have a to-do, store prisoner in solitary, or moved whatever it is, and I'm manually gonna put them all in solitary. Obviously I get confused which solitaries I've assigned people to and whatnot, but yes, they're now on the list. And look, he's being escorted out after being in that room for I don't know how long. He's been escorted out. So somehow, although he had solitary, the action for the guards to actually put him in solitary has gone away from the game. I don't know if the guard had been killed in one of the riots we had recently, or he got killed a bit after. There might have been like one guard with about 5 to do store prisoner in solitaries. He got killed, and then they all went, and obviously it had a knock-on effect with other guards getting killed. But yeah, that is the problem. So now I'm having to go around every single prisoner I see in handcuffs, hanging around, and manually put him in solitary. And by the end of this episode, so in this short little period of time from my revelation, right at the end, we're back down to about 170 awaiting. So yeah, so now next episode is going to be that. It's going to be putting everyone in solitary manually because it's working. So anyway, I'm going to try and somehow tell introversion. There's going to be question and answers on the 3rd, I believe. So hopefully I'll get something through to them. But anyway, thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.